mindful meditation of the breath. This is a fundamental practice of mindfulness. This seated meditation uses our breath as the object of meditation. It is the easiest way to start meditation practice. It consists of focusing your attention on the breath and observing what happens while we try to keep it there. Whenever our mind wanders, we simply have to bring it back to the breath. But be careful, it is not a question of thinking about our breath, but feeling it, observing it, following the sensation that accompany it. One suggestion could initially be to observe breathing in the belly, as this kind of observation at the beginning of the practice can have a particularly soothing effect. When we begin to meditate, the breath acquires a different meaning for us. It helps us to focus. It allows us to anchor ourselves to the present. It helps us to calm our mind and body. It helps us to observe thoughts and emotions with more detachment. With constant training, it brings peace and awareness. And it's always available. You can draw on your breath at any time, 24/7. There are various points in the body where we can observe the breath: the nostrils, the chest, the belly. Regardless of the observation point we choose, the important thing is that we maintain an awareness of the sensations that accompany the breath in that particular point of the body, moment by moment. If we observe our breath in our nostrils, we feel the air entering and exiting through them. Or if we choose the chest, we feel the movement of the thorax, expansion and contraction. Or we feel our abdomen rising and falling. When we begin to use our breath as an anchor for attention to the present and the stability of the mind, we discover a precious ally to which we can resort whenever we need to restore our inner balance. We find a calmer part of ourselves under a turbulent surface. So let us begin. You should start with a short session, 5 to 15 minutes, to make yourself familiar with the practice. So let's close our eyes. If it's not comfortable, you can just fix your eyes at a point in your room. You are sitting in a comfortable position, but keeping your back straight, making sure you do not get stiff. Now, let's focus your attention on your breath. We must not try to control or even modify it. We simply need to feel it flowing. Now, right now, moment to moment. Let's observe the air which comes in and out of our body. We try to follow the flow, turning into the rhythm of our breathing, moment to moment, without forcing anything, without modifying anything. We just need to feel the breath. There are various points in our body where we can observe our breath. The nostrils, the chest, the belly. Regardless of the observation point you choose, the important thing is that you maintain an awareness of the sensations that accompany our breath in that particular point of the body, moment to moment. If you observe your breath in your nostrils, you feel the air entering and coming out through them. Or if you choose the chest, you feel the chest movement, expansion and contraction. Or if you choose your belly, you feel the abdomen rising and falling. Keep your attention on your breath, on your awareness, reminding yourself that being aware of your breath simply means paying attention. You must not force your breath in any way. The only thing we need to do is to try to stay aware of the sensations that each inhalation and exhalation produce and follow them as they change, moment to moment. Do not confuse thinking with feeling. We don't have to think about breathing, just feel it. We try to be interested and curious about the peculiarities of each breath we take and everything that comes into our consciousness. When we realize that our mind is wandering and has moved away from our breathing, we notice where it went, we observe what distracted it, and then gently we bring attention back to the point of the body where we are observing our breath and the sensation of this last breath coming in and out. Without judging yourselves. It's perfectly normal. Every time our mind goes away, our task is always the same. After observing when and what distracted it, we must gently and patiently bring it back to the breath itself. Our mind wanders, and we gently bring it back to observing our breathing many times, calmly, gently, but firmly. We continue to feel the air entering and leaving our body. We maintain awareness of the sensations which accompany our breath at that particular point of the body, moment to moment, breath after breath. When our mind wanders, we try to welcome everything we notice. Then we let go of the object that has distracted our mind, and we bring our attention back to our breathing. We continue to pay mindful attention to our breath with its flow, moment to moment. We remain focused on our breath consciously with every inhalation for its entire duration and with each exhalation for its entire duration. Inhaling and exhaling, moment to moment. And if we were riding the waves or our breathing, rising and falling. When we feel ready, we get ready to complete our mindful breathing meditation. Calmly, only when we feel that the time has come, we begin to perceive our body in the sitting position once again. We feel the points of contact between our body and the floor, the chair, or the cushion. Continuing to breathe, only when we feel ready, we slowly reopen our eyes. We are coming back.